Well, we've finally cast our lines and leaving Whitby Marina.
Take a walk down by the sea, picking up colored shells in the sand.
Well, good morning. We finally cast our lines and we're on our way to Wilson, New York. We're just departing Whitby Marina. The finger docks are a little bit wider than a finger. Not what we're used to, eh? Oh well, I think we've been spoiled. We've been spoiled. So what we have is a finger, which we're not used to. But actually, this is a nice dock. And it was easy coming in, and we had lots of help at Tuscarora. That's their yacht club there, and over here is where you sign in. And for members of certain yacht clubs on Lake Ontario, it was only $10 a night, so we were very grateful for that. There's a few other marinas around here. Some nice restaurant over there, and I'm sure there's other restaurants. I think there is a restaurant over here as well. This is the Tuscarora Clubhouse. It's very spacious. Well, the wind came up yesterday, or actually last night. There might have been 15-20 knots of wind. It created this really rolly situation at our dock. The dock only cost $10, but it just wasn't worth it. We couldn't get a proper sleep, and the boat was constantly getting bounced around. And we did try another dock, but the depth was maybe 6 feet, so we ran aground. So we backed out of that, and now we've found an anchorage in I think it's called Tuscarora Bay. So it's just right behind me here is the state park. So just out in front of the state park, there's maybe 7 or 8 feet of depth, maybe 10. So we're anchored out here for now, and we're gonna spend the night. And tomorrow we're off to Rochester. So I'm just got the generator running right now, heating up some water, recharging the batteries, and Maite is going to cook some dinner, and then we're going to go to bed early because we didn't really sleep that well last night. It was very rough. It was crazy rough. Like we had the boat completely tied up, as tight as we could get it, with some rubber snubbers on one side, but the boat was constantly going doing, doing, doing. It was terrible. So anyways, it's very relaxing here. Although the boat does sail a bit on anchor, may have to invest in a riding, I think they call it a riding sail or an anchor sail. That might be something we might need in the future if the constant sailing on anchor is bothering us. Well, we just left Wilson and we're motor sailing to Rochester. We're sailing along the coast, so we're only in about, I don't know, 15 to 20 feet of water. There's probably 10 knots of breeze coming offshore right now, so we're just going to motor sail. We're expecting high winds today. There's been a forecast of 25 knots, but since we're so close to shore, I don't think it's going to impact us because the wind's coming offshore, and the waves won't be able to build. So we're just going along the coast, and we'll be there in about 8 hours. Rochester, New York, and I'm just walking down the street, and here is a couple of deer. They're out here grazing on somebody's front yard. Sweet. Oh, there's this tiny little baby one there. Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go. Cute deer. Very residential. Well, anticipation for high winds, we've have a double reef in, and we're also motoring right now. So right here, our track is over to Oswego. We were going to go up the coast because it was predicted that the winds would be coming offshore, but the winds have veered around and now they're following us a little bit to port. That's the yellow line right there showing the winds. And then I'm surprised there's actually a current here, so this current is actually pushing us offshore right now. The other thing is we should get there in about 3.5 hours, or 3.5, 4 hours. What seems to be the problem, hon? Hey, what's wrong? Oh yeah? I mean, you can't be any sandwich short of a picnic. You've already had a sandwich. You've had 2 sandwiches already. So.
Why are you talking about sandwiches now?
Because sometimes people are 1 sandwich short of a picnic. That's not you. You're completely sandwiched up. Oswego. We just came up from Rochester. We were expecting some really high winds. They only got up to about 20 knots, and it was supposed to be 5-6 foot seas, and it never really materialized yet. It looks like maybe a foot and a half. There's still like 20 knots of wind, so it's just a matter of time before the waves would build. Yeah, we're looking forward to getting to Oswego and getting arrived in Oswego, and we got here about 4 o'clock, so just snuck under the wire. They closed at 5, so yeah, it was the docking was a little dodgy because of the crosswind, but anyways, we got it in there. Well, it's Thursday morning. Now I've got to put this cradle up for the mast. I've got some wood, some 2x4s and 2x6s. I'm gonna put a stand here. I've got a sawhorse for the middle, and then I've got a box with a cross in it for the stern. I've already put this plate on the bottom with some carpet there so it doesn't damage the swim platform, and I'm gonna try and support that. It doesn't really have a lot of forward and aft support, but I'm gonna have to tie it to the secure it to the boom. Sorry, when the mast does actually come down. I think I got lots of winching tie downs that should be sufficient. Well, I've built 3 cradle stands now. One in the bow, probably a little overbuilt. However, maybe the next time I'll figure out how to build that better with less obstructions from the bow, because that's going to be, I got to look through that now. And I'm going to get rid of my dinghy because it's kind of in the way. And then just basically a seahorse in the middle, and then kind of a box with a cross on the top for side support, I guess you would call it. And a base that is, it's nailed to the base, and the base is just sitting in some grooves sitting there. And so I think the forward and aft movement is going to be secured on the bow. The middle one will just for up and down movement and lateral movement, and then the back I'm just going to tie it to the mast. 6 p.m. and I've finally de-rigged most of the boat. The sails are down, the boom is down, and all the lines are just kind of tied up a little bit there now. What else? Yeah, it was quite a bit of work just to de-rig the boat and take all the sails down. So hopefully around 8 or 9 o'clock we can get the boom down, or sorry, the mast down. So it's got a bit of a curve to it, so it's gonna kind of bow like this. Well, the mast is now down, loaded on the cradle, and we are heading to probably do 1 or 2 locks and then go for a nice dinner. Well, we're going to be going into lock 7 soon. We're still in Oswego. We've been here too many days.
Grab line.
You're gonna tell me slow down or speed up or back forward.
Well, I cannot really see.
He'll tell you.
You can come closer to me.
Is there another boat coming?
Where are we going?
We're standing up. We're going to stay on the wall here.
Why can't we continue?
We will. We're going to go forward. Closing the lock right now. Grab a line. The next one in front of you.
How fast? I should have done it.
Weight at the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, don't let that stretch you first.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hang on to that. See the weight at the bottom, sir?
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to bang that on your toe.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's the same way. And now, Gordo,
Seem to be going forward. Wait, I think the boat's in here.
I forgot the boy. Okay, I'm hoping for my life.
Feel good?
Yeah, whatever. For whatever reason, the boat was going forward. I don't know.
There you go.
Okay, let's try that.
Are you guys going to stay on the wall then?
Yeah, I think it's right in the middle of the two bridges, right?
Yeah. If you go, the first part before the bridges, the wall is rounded off. It's not that good to tie. But just past the bridges, it's a nice square wall.
Take a walk down by the sea, picking up colored shells in the sand. See
What are you reading?
Some erotic book.
Is it hard porn or soft porn?
Hard.
Oh man.